Okay, so we're at the grocery. Jacinta, say hi.
Hi.
Jacinta's with me, a fellow coach of mine.
Oh my gosh.
And we are going to, I'm just going to go give you some strategies on what I do when I go to the grocery store to get vegetables. So basically what I do is I try to get vegetables for every day of the week. So pretty much I pick out 7 vegetables to cook for the week and maybe some sides. I'll show you those. And then, so I cook the vegetables every night for dinner. I just choose one different vegetable to cook every night of the week. And then what's left over, that's what I eat for lunch the next day. So simple, right?
All right, sounds like a plan.
Just like to keep it simple. So I'm just gonna take you vegetable shopping with me. I already got green bell peppers. So I just like to get bell peppers actually to snack on. I cut them up and eat them with hummus for a snack, and I'll like throw them in my salads when I'm craving a crunch. So that's like a side. I don't actually cook the bell peppers hardly ever. And then I kind of look to see, what looks good and fresh. I always try to get asparagus. You guys have probably seen me cook those. And I like to cook these on my George Foreman because it's so easy. I just sprinkle them with some sea salt and coconut or olive oil and grill them for like 5 minutes. Jacinta, how do you cook yours?
I do them in the toaster oven.
Oh.
Yeah, I drizzle them with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and just cook them in the toaster oven.
Okay.
And that's it.
What else looks interesting? I already have lettuce at home. I have a good cleaning lettuce trick I'll share with y'all later. What else do I want? Squash. I like yellow squash, but it is like a higher carb vegetable. So, which isn't a huge deal. All vegetables are great, but I don't buy those all the time. It's not like a staple. My staples are broccoli. Do you see broccoli?
I do not see broccoli.
Oh.
That is weird.
It's very weird. So I usually always get broccoli and cauliflower. That's really strange.
They might have it bagged down there, just not the crowns of it. That's weird.
Oh, there's Brussels. I always get Brussels sprout. Yeah.
Yes.
So, in Brussels sprouts, my favorite recipe for that is one that Jacinta shared with me that I posted not too long ago, where you cut them in half and then broil them at 400 for like 40 minutes, right?
Yep.
And sprinkle them with whatever you want. Like I did sea salt and olive oil.
That's what I do.
And then once I took them out, I added some balsamic vinegar. Because I think if you add balsamic vinegar while they're cooking, I think it might burn. Because I think I've tried that before.
That's true, it might.
But you guys comment below, maybe you know. So I'm gonna get some Brussels. So I have 2 vegetables so far. So I'm after 7, right? So I'm just giving you, because it can be a little overwhelming to start if you're not used to eating clean and you get kind of wrapped up in your menus and stuff. To me, this is the simplest plan. I just tell people, just go to the store every week and buy 7 vegetables. That's it, right? And
that's a good plan.
Isn't that easy? And then just cook one every night. Wow, look how big and fat those are. Let's see. There's some more Brussels.
What I like to, one of my choices,
You like me.
is the green beans.
Let me video you. Tell us how you cook your green beans, Jacinta.
Well, I love getting the French green beans, and obviously I cut off the ends, and then I just put them on a pan, drizzle them with olive oil, and put them in the toaster oven.
Oh.
I use the toaster oven a lot.
Yeah.
Probably about 350 for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
And they're good to go.
You probably use the toaster oven like I use my George Foreman.
Yes.
What about the strings in there? Because the reason I don't buy green beans anymore, honestly, is because I cannot stand those little strings getting in my mouth. Does that happen with those?
Doesn't happen to me, no.
Maybe I'll try them since I don't see any broccoli.
And they're really
All right, I'll do
easy
these.
too because I'll buy them like this. I'll just, if I've cooked something beforehand and I've forgotten to cook green beans, I will just put them in my dish, and while I'm warming up my lunch, I'll pop them in there, and they still have a little bit of crunch when I'm eating them, but they're warmed up and kind of cooked.
Okay. I like it. I just wanted to see if they had any sriracha noodles. You know what those are? I don't see any. Okay. What else? So let's go over here to the squashes. Potatoes. I love spaghetti squash. Is this a spaghetti squash? Yeah. Butternut squash is good too. I'll give this back to her second. In case you want to see me. I love your nails. Those are so
Thank you.
The only problem with butternut squash is it's like way high carb, like more than fruit even. So like a serving of butternut squash, I think has like 20 grams of sugar or something. So
Wait, isn't that acorn squash and that's butternut squash?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
So it's butternut squash that's the higher?
Yeah. And
All right.
so I don't eat those that often. I don't really love them either. Do you?
Butternut squash, I don't cook them that often, but I do like them. I don't eat them very healthy. I would just bake them and then put a little butter.
Butter?
Not a lot, a little, with some salt.
But I love spaghetti squash, and it's really easy. I did learn something about spaghetti squash. If I buy spaghetti squash now, I make this one of my first early week vegetables because a couple weeks ago when I bought my spaghetti squash, I saved it to the end of the week. And this has never happened to me before, but on the ends, when I cut it, I cooked it. It's so easy to cook these. I just put them in the microwave for 15 minutes, poke holes in it. And when I cut it open, it had sprouted. Have you ever seen that? Like tomatoes do that?
Mm-hmm.
They actually have sprouted inside. And so I thought, oh, no big deal. I'll just scoop it out like normal. You scoop out the middle and then you have the spaghetti sauce. Well, it was so bitter.
That's
Like,
good to know.
crazy bitter. So like lettuce will do that in the garden. Like once it bolts, it turns bitter. So I didn't know that spaghetti squash does that too. So, listen, is
That's
anyone
good to know.
watching this yet?
I don't see anyone.
Where is everybody? Well, it's lunchtime. So we really are talking to ourselves.
Yep. I like the acorn squash. I just cut it in half and then do them in little slices and put them on the pan with olive oil, drizzle olive oil, and bake them. And I even eat the skin.
And what?
I eat the skin.
Oh, you eat the skin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I love acorn squash. There's the broccoli.
Broccoli, no brainer. I should probably get two because this is one of the vegetables that my kids will actually eat.
So funny.
I'm gonna get two broccoli, not too nice, just one thing, and then I'm gonna use cauliflower. Let's see if he working. So the broccoli, I just steam it. Totally boring. And then the cauliflower, I like to do. I either steam it or I do the cauliflower steaks, where you cut off the end, and then you cut it in slices like this. And then you just put it on a, actually sometimes I just put it in the frying pan, like say I made pork chops for dinner. Once the pork chops come out, I'll put my cauliflower, just lay my cauliflower in there and kind of basically sort of fry it in the leftover pork chop.
Okay.
Which I cook those in olive oil, so it's not like, I mean, you get the fat from the pork chops, but it's not. And they're so good that way. And then if enough that way. You know, if they're too crunchy and you want them a little softer, you can just put a little water in the pan and then put a lid on the pan. And then they kind of steam that way. Does that make sense?
Cool. Okay.
And then otherwise I just steam them. And then sometimes I'll even put cauliflower in the pan with my Brussels sprouts. Okay, so Jacinta, I need one more vegetable. What should be? Ooh, probably spinach.
Oh yeah, you're a huge spinach fan.
And we don't have it right now, so I need to do spinach. So, one thing I'll say about vegetables, if you're trying to do low carb, which we're going to talk about a little bit more, there's so many different levels of trying to clean up your diet. If you're a very beginner, forget about all that low carb stuff. Just go for more vegetables and lean meats, right? I mean, that's easy. But as you're moving along in the different levels of trying to eat healthier, your next step would be, trying a little low carb. Like if you lost a bit of weight and you're kind of feeling stuck, then you can try to go a little more low carb and see if that gets you out of your plateau. So one way you can do that is obviously cut out your obvious carbs, but you can try to do more low carb vegetables versus the higher carb vegetables, like we were talking about the squashes and stuff. So the easiest way to do that is just try to eat mostly green. Have y'all heard that? Probably you've heard that.
I've heard that. Yes.
So try to do green leafies versus the yellows, and carrots, for instance, is a higher carb veggie. So spinach is an excellent green leafy.
We had a viewer, but then they went away.
Oh man! So let's see. Do I have 7? So we're gonna do broccoli one night, cauliflower one night, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We are good.
That's what I do.
Now I just need to go get mine.
How easy is that?
And there we go.
So should we do yours? Did you end it?
Nope, it's still going.
Let's do yours. Are you gonna do the same thing?
I already have cauliflower at home, and I have spinach at home.
So you probably have a different strategy than me. Probably. How do you do it? How do you?
I like your strategy. That'll probably help me, but mostly I go with frozen vegetables.
Okay.
Because I am horrible at buying too much of the fresh, and I like it.
Mm-hmm. And that,
this stuff over here.
that's a really good point, because we're a family of 6, and you're a family of 1.
Yeah.
So it would be great to hear your perspective on what you do.
Like, just from growing up, having so much food in the house, that when I buy fresh, half of it I usually eat.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, I've heard these are really, really good. I'm going to try them. It's the shredded Brussels sprouts.
Oh, that kind of sounds good even. Sort of like a slaw.
That, green beans, and probably...
Hi, Mindy. Mindy. Oh, I'm waving to her like you can see me.
Like, where?
Hi, Mindy.
And I think this is good for me right now because I already have other stuff at home.
Okay.
So I think I'm just going to go with this.
Awesome.
And then I'm starting to buy less.
Do you feel like a movie star right now?
I do. Especially with my nails.
We feel so dumb in the grocery store right now. I'm so glad I didn't try to do this alone.
Yes.
And earlier, before we got on, you guys, stuff was falling off the shelf and something else funny happened, and now nothing funny is happening. I think I should trip Jacinta and make her fall into the house.
How about...
Okay, what were you saying? You were saying something at the end there.
I'm going to start to buy less and make more trips.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always try to buy more and make less trips, but
Yeah.
then it always misplays.
I know, right? And it kind of ends up you need a little something anyway.
Yeah.
You're thinking?
So I'm going to start with less,
Mm-hmm.
and if I have to make more trips, I will make more trips.
Yeah, because actually Jacinta likes to cook more than I do. So you might even have like a recipe you're following or something. Do you do that?
To get into vegan.
Oh,
And so
okay.
I use recipes that my sister gives me.
Okay.
I try.
Yeah, see,
Getting there.
my life is so kind of busy and chaotic with the kids that I keep it crazy simple. I don't even do recipes. I'm just like 1 vegetable and 1 meat every night. And then, we'll talk about carbs later, but I might throw a carb in there, like a sweet potato or brown rice.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's it. Like, so easy. All right, guys. Well, that's all we got for you today.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.